Palo Alto Networks. Wasn't really planning on doing an update. We had a look at it yesterday. So there's a video on the trade that was taken yesterday, which was for a swing towards the end of the week, actually. But it looks like we're getting a pre-market pop, getting into the direction of target, really. This is off the back of CrowdStrike, which had some really good earnings after the close. And if we just take a look at the fibs here, we can see that on a monthly basis, the pivot here, pivot high, pivot low, doing a fib swing, we can see that it's now basically met target, and it's potentially pushing up into that 388, 400 level. So that could be a big rejection, and if it's particularly strong going out into the rest of the year, we could get a pullback and then maybe another push up to 426. So off the back of the CrowdStrike, we got a pop on Palo Alto. So that's looking quite good. So might, depending on how the open pans out, we've got some big news events today. So depending on how the news events pan out, might look to just take some profit and just let the news filter through. The other thing that's of a bit of a concern is something I posted on my Twitter, which is that the annual and the presidential cycles for the S&P 500, when you put them into a composite, they both seem to line up towards weakness going out into April, from which we should see a reasonable bump. So I have seen some pretty decent call flow for April. So potentially looking for prices to carry on drifting down. Might have a few pops, but carry on drifting down, and then it might stall out and then kind of like dip towards sometime towards the end of May, from which we should just sort of see up only going into the election cycle, or towards the end of the election cycle. So some caution coming up, I think. So I might actually look to close the books, but if the news events are particularly positive and we start to hear the Fed chair indicate that cuts are likely coming, then all this could change. We could see bigger moves on a number of different tickers. So so just a quick update on this. Might actually do a separate video later on today on Tesla, on Apple, which is looking particularly weak, and Nvidia. So maybe see you later.